Okay, so today I'm basically talking about making templates for a 6x9 rear deck speaker, or any, I guess, 6x9, wherever you want to use it. I originally looked online to see if they had some factory templates. I know that they come with the box that you get the speakers in. Fortunately, I no longer have the boxes for the speakers that I am tracing right now, so I am forced to do this myself. So the best way I found to do this, and I'm sure there's many other ways to do this, but the way that I did this the best for me was I took the speaker, and because the speaker has a tweeter right here, it was really hard to try to lay it flat and trace it because it has an edge as well, like that raised up. So what I did was I took just a standard piece of paper, and I laid it over the speaker, and I punched a hole, or traced a hole from where the tweeter was. And that allowed me to put the paper, over the whole speaker. Then I laid it, after I had the hole punched in there, I kind of flipped it over and I laid the speaker off of the edge of the table, and I traced one side, and then I laid the other part of the tweeter off the edge of the table, and I traced the other side. And what I ended up coming up with is a paper template, which is right here, of the outlining of my speaker. So what I did was I took the paper template and I got some MDF, and over here you'll see that I'm working with MDF right now. You can get this from any big box store or wherever you want to get it. You might have some scrap laying around. And I took the template and I taped it down because it was kind of windy that day, and I traced the outline onto the MDF. Once I did that, I removed the paper, and then I cut out the template on the MDF. And the best way to do it is to start with the center hole right here first, and then do the outside. If you do the outside first, then you're stuck with just this piece and trying to cut the center piece out. So that's what I did, and this is one of the templates. And then I just kept lining it up with the speaker to make sure that it fit underneath. I'm using mine for a different reason. I need something to support it, to hold into the bracket. I'm not using it as a spacer to give it more height or depth or anything. I'm actually using it because there's nothing that can hold this up. I'm dealing with an old school car, and the rear deck has been custom cut already, and it's just not able to support my 6x9s. And since I put in a few back there, it was holes for 4. That's what I'm putting back in there. That's what I did. I kind of rounded it off. I used a router. If you have a table router with the right bit, you probably could use that to cut it out. But because I didn't have that table router, I ended up drilling a hole first in the middle, and I did that and along the edges, right here, right here, right here, right here, so that I could put my jigsaw down in the hole and trace the pattern. And so this is what I ended up with. I'm on number 2, and I need 2 more. So that's where we're at. So that's the basics of trying to make a template for your vehicle. It doesn't have to be that thick unless you're doing it for height. Depends on how thick you actually want it. But that's what I did. So there you go. Template for your 6x9s. Any questions? You can leave a comment. I'm sure there's better ways to do it, but that's the way I did it. So do how you do. All right.